Here's how I made homemade tomato sauce. I started out by dicing up some white and red onions that I actually had left over from sandwiches the other day. I didn't want to waste them, so I figured I'd just dice them up. It was about 1 cup worth. And I put it in this pot with 1 tablespoon of olive oil, and I sauteed it until the onions were translucent. Next thing I did was add 1 tablespoon of butter and 1 tablespoon of sugar to caramelize the onions. After the onions were caramelized, I added in about half a teaspoon of crushed garlic, and I sauteed it for about 1 more minute. After everything was sauteed, I added in 2 27.9 ounce cans of crushed tomatoes and 2 24.5 ounce jars of passata. And I added a tiny bit of water, maybe about a 1/4 cup. I just wanted to get all of the tomatoes out of the jars and out of the cans. And I gave everything a good mix. And at this point, the heat was on medium-low. And then I added in all of my seasonings, and I did a little at a time and tasted it as I went along. I usually start out with not too much seasoning because you can always add more in later, but if you put too much in, it's going to be much harder to correct your recipe. So here I am adding 2 bay leaves, and this is ground black pepper. So that's to taste. So if you like something, you could put a little more. If you don't care for it, you don't have to put as much. That was dried basil. This is dried rosemary. Just a little bit. That's kind of strong, so you don't want to put too much rosemary. And I mixed everything up, simmered it for a little bit. I tasted it. I thought it needed more salt, so I added some salt. And that is about 1 teaspoon of brown sugar. That's optional. And I know we had added fresh onions, but I did add a little bit of onion powder and a little bit of garlic powder because I felt like it needed just a little something extra. And here is my sauce, and there it is on the spaghetti.